Yeah, we're rolling, baby.
Oh, we are?
I think so.
Man, look at that. It's nice.
Well, the thing is, this is the true test.
Well, says you're live.
That does.
Well, the quality's good.
Will you hold this camera?
Yep.
Just hold it steady and let you let it get slow. Oh, look. Yes, it's great.
That's on YouTube now. Let's go.
Well, on Masters Week, we're excited to bring you some college golf here at Peter Yegen Golf Club here in the Magic City. It's Mike Grob Cup and Leslie Spalding Cup action. Montana State University Billings taking on Rocky Mountain College in match play. Day 2 of action, teams battled through some tough conditions yesterday at Briarwood Golf Club. Actually had to stop match play a little bit early due to the sustained winds that were going on and the hard rain that came down, but a much nicer day here on Friday. Has been a little bit of wind throughout the morning hours as we move into the early afternoon, but the skies are clear. Should be a dry day for these players. Day 2 of action and match play will wrap up on Saturday. Well, Evan O'Kelly with you along with Aaron Like, my co-pilot today. Gonna try our best to bring you as much match play action as we can. Well, Aaron, these players used to competing in tournaments and playing full rounds, 18 holes at a time, where every little shot counts and every shot matters. It's a nice little break to sort of play an event that's still competitive, but you know, match play, you don't have to have the stress of being in a tournament.
100%, Evan, and you know, it's always fun to match up against Rocky Mountain College, just 2 miles down the road west of MSU Billings. And yeah, you know, a little less stress today. Hopefully the players are kind of recovered from yesterday's kind of bad weather there. But yeah, you know, today's going to be challenging. The course is it's going to be windy out here today. Gusts are up about around 20 miles an hour. A little cold, about 48, and sunny, so should be an exciting afternoon here in Billings, Montana.
You've got a live look at the Yellow Jacket women. They're just finishing up their warm-up. They'll be first to tee off today. First tee time set for 1 p.m., so we're going to head to hole number 1 shortly. There's head coach Jeff Allen bringing in his players one more time as the Yellow Jacket women will get set to tee off. So how it'll work is we'll have, I think, 6 or 7 different tee times all just go off in a row. The first 2 women's groups will go, and then the men will follow after that. So we'll stick with each group for a couple of holes, 2 or 3 holes, and tell you about the players and give you some insight into match play. Well, we're glad you're with us. We're riding along in a golf cart, so hope you enjoy our coverage today and that we can bring you some insight. Yellow Jackets and Battling Bears Cup play coming right up. Stay tuned. Just about ready for action. This first group gonna tee off. The duo of Kinsey Irvin and Amanda King for MSU Billings, and it'll be Morgan Sword and Claire Wright for Rocky Mountain College. Looks like the women are going to play the white tees today, Aaron, I believe. At least that's where they're stacked up. So this first hole, the par 4, 328-yard opener. Tell us a little bit about this one.
You know, Evan, it's a good starting hole here for players. It's relatively straight right down the middle. You know, you can be a little left, be a little right, and not be in too much trouble. So definitely a good starting hole here for the Bears and the Yellow Jackets.
Yeah, that tree off to the right, if you are any further right of that, can cause you some problems by the water. Opening shot of the day by Rocky and now Kinsey Irvin, Jr. from Lewistown, Montana, set to tee it off. Likes that one. That fairway down there, Aaron, really starts to narrow as you get towards the landing area. It's a tough one to hit in regulation, but it looks like Irvin was happy with that shot.
Yeah, 2 good opening drives there by Rocky and by MSUB. Good approach shots upcoming.
All right, we're going to follow the players up to their tee shots. So Aaron, today's format is alternate shot. Kind of a fun one for the players, and it does kind of take the pressure off where you're really relying on your teammate every other shot there. Shots for each team coming up a little bit short, but both will still have a good look at the pin here as we approach the green on hole 1.
Yeah, you know, Evan, I think that wind is going to be really tough here today, right in the player's face on that approach shot, and you can see it come into effect already on that second shot there by Rocky, just coming up short right in front of the bunker. So the wind a factor, but both teams going to have a shot here with their third. Over the bunker. And the Yellow Jackets will have that much left to try and save a par. Similar type chip now for Rocky, just on the other side of that bunker. Towards the back of the green, so advantage for the Yellow Jackets. Well, Aaron, it's a tough little pin placement here. It's sort of teetering right in the middle of the slope of the green, and the Jackets will have a tricky look. They're above the hole here, and definitely need to manage the speed on a putt like this going downhill. Yeah, Yellow Jackets in a good position here to take this first hole. Very big hole putt for MSUB Rocky. With that third shot, likely going to be home for a 2-putt here, but green's a little slow today, Evan. You know, they're not really received a lot of moisture and played the course earlier this morning, and players are really going to have to adjust to the speed of the greens.
Nice looking attempt, and that one rolling just past a well-judged putt by the Bears there. So alternate shot play. Back to Amanda King for the Yellow Jackets, a freshman. We'll have this look at a par putt.
Should bring a little right for Amanda.
Nice effort. And sure enough, a little right, the Yellow Jackets open with a par. Good start for the tandem of Kinsey Irvin and Amanda King taking hole 1.
Did you guys get that part? Did you?
Well, you know, Evan, that's a pretty good up and down there for the Jackets. You know, that approach shot comes up a little short, and nice little chip shot over the bunker. It'll look
we'll head up to hole 2. We'll stick with this group.
Side of the green. Good shot there by Kinsey.
Yeah, great contact from the junior. And like you said, Aaron, that really just took off, lofted it well, which she had to do. As you can see, she's walking through those trees now, and her shot. So Amanda King working to take the green out of play with that chip shot, but just caught a little bit. And Aaron, yeah, we had a chance to get out and play this course this morning, and the one thing we noticed throughout just how slow these greens are, both putting and there chipping wise. It just was dying all morning, and that theme continues there on that shot.
Yeah, looks like Amanda was hoping for a little bit more rollout from the chip, but good opportunity here for Rocky. They're just off the side of the green. Hopefully get an up and down here and tie this up after 2 holes.
So like the Jackets, Rocky's approach shot just a little bit off to the right, but a good look here. Low wedge, and that's a good one right towards the hole. Bears will have 7 or 8 feet left for a good looking par chance and an opportunity to even up this match after the second hole of play.
Yeah, pretty well a flip-flop from the first hole here, Evan. Yellow Jackets are going to have a pretty long putt here for par, and Rocky's going to have a pretty close chance to get this in for 1 putt. So we'll see, but about 30 feet or so for the Yellow Jackets. Going to be a tough putt uphill. Big thing here is going to be speed. Like you said, you're going to want to hit it pretty firm.
You can see Tierney Messmer talking with Irvin and Amanda King, making sure they give Irvin the best possible read they can at this lengthy par try. Uphill, as he mentioned. Here's Irvin's putt.
Might just have a little break to the right. Good speed. We'll see if it gets there.
Boy, that looked familiar, didn't it?
Yeah, just a little short. Again, uphill putt with slow greens. Really got to make sure to get it there. So a chance here for Rocky, Evan. Looks like, again, maybe just a little right break, but very manageable putt here for the Battling Bears.
Chance now for the Bears to even up the match at 1 apiece. So, they have that hole, and SUV hangs on to its early lead. I think we'll stay right here on hole 2 and catch our next group, who should be heading to the fairway shortly. See, just a couple yards short of the green off to the right. So another
Yeah, a lot of green to work with. Again, it's an uphill lie. Hit that one pretty hard and low, and that's going to go on the back part of the green. And still plenty left there for Rocky to finish that up.
Yeah, tough spot there. You just really don't want to come up short. So to win the hole, the Jackets just need a 2-putt this. I think if you're Rochford, though, you really try to make it and complete the birdie, even though you've all but got the hole wrapped up. But this is the part where you still get to work on your competitive edge, even though this is just a match play event. Jacket women with a nicely played second hole. We'll follow them up to the hole 3 tee box, then we'll catch the men's groups starting to come through here at Peter Yegen Golf Course. first par 3 hole of the day for the Yellow Jacket women. A little bit of tailwind and side as well. Gonna roll up onto the green. So the Bears are dancing. Yellow Jacket's just a little short, but MSUB still a good angle to approach that front left pin. First group of men's players approaching the tee box here on 3. So we'll stay right here, their tee shots, but first we're gonna ladies putt. To him is good, obviously not something you'd see during tournament. Hole. Looking tee shot and right up on that front left pin. Really nice shot there, Aaron. Yeah, 175 yards. So, O'Neill's shot landing on the green a little bit deep. It'll be a lengthy putt for Garrett Wooden and Aaron. This is a tricky little lag putt. Obviously, you'd like to get it inside 3 feet, but long way to go. It's downhill. Hard to get the speed right here for Garrett Wooden.
Yeah, it's going to be a tricky putt for Garrett. It's going to break left downhill. But again, with the greens being a little slow today, you're still going to want to put some firmness into the putt. Again, with Rocky being so close on that great shot, they're going to have a great attempt at birdie. Garrett's going to really try to get this one in from deep, but it's going to be tricky.
So the senior for MSUB, Garrett Wooden. For the fellas, playing for the gold at 549. It's a lengthy hole, but if you can hit a good drive here and give yourself an open window at that green, which is tucked off to the left, you can have a good approach shot. And these guys big and strong enough to give it a go in 2. Group of men. Just waiting for the women to clear the fairway.
Yeah, Evan, this is going to be, like you said, a dog leg left. You can really cut some yardage out of this hole if you head over the left part of the trees here, which gets you a good little view of that. And like you said, the men's going to really hit it well, so we'll see here.
Bears first up. Go, Aaron cutting the corner, a good looking drive there for Rocky, and I think when we roll up to that one, they're going to like what they see.
Yeah, I did exactly just that. They're cutting out that corner and going right through it. So really, really good chance to be on in 2 on this par 5.
Now the Yellow Jackets' longest hitter, Garrett Wooden, stepping up. See if he tries to take the similar route.
Good contact by Garrett, but he's not going to be very happy with that shot. Ends up going straight, but obviously with his length would have liked to cut that corner, but still a chance to be on in 2 for this grouping.
Roll pull up to the fairway here on number 5, Rocky Mountain College MSU Billings. Mike Grob Cup action coming your way. Wooden's ability with the 60-degree wedge, you'd think the Jackets will have a good look at a birdie after that approach shot. That long approach shot by Paul O'Neill. There he is, a sophomore out of Laurel. Second year with the Yellow Jackets, and off in the fringe. Certainly not the worst news. And I know you'd be putting this one, but I think Garrett's going to
The Jackets are going to have a pretty tough lie here, Evan. That ball's sitting on the fringe. Ball's going to be below their feet going down. Tough to get that 60-degree under it, so maybe see Garrett putt this.
Yeah.
But, he's pretty good with the wedge clubs. So Rocky has that third shot of it.
Wow.
You can't see it in your kind of shot that Garrett's going to have right on that fringe.
Wooden talking it over with his old teammate Peyton Stott, his caddy today.
Yeah, this whole green really slopes all the way to the fairway here. A little bit downhill off the front. I'd like to get this into for a birdie.
good look for Paul O'Neill. This is the fourth shot now for Rocky. We are greenside on hole 5 here at Peter Yegen Golf Club, home of the Rocky Mountain College Battling Bears. These teams faced off yesterday at Briarwood Country Club, and the 3-day event will conclude tomorrow morning at Lake Hills. So 3 days of match play, and for the Yellow Jackets, just one more tournament on the schedule before Northwest Athletic Conference Championships coming up in the 3rd week of the month. But after this match play event, the Yellow Jackets going to head to Rapid City, South Dakota. Play one more tournament, one more tune-up before the conference championships. You see in this group for MSUV, Riley Lawrence and Caleb Trost. Looks like right in the bag along with Logan Martin.
Seeing Rocky and MSUB come up, looks like this will be a putt coming up from Caleb Trost, but not sure where Rocky's attempt's going to be coming from. Kind of a odd little sequence here. Not sure if the ball's a little bit below our feet. We can't see it, but Rocky's going to have a chip on here.
Okay,
there he agreed to work with.
Yeah.
Again, Rick is just getting it up onto the green and letting that ball release. Gonna release as well on these slow greens, so still plenty left. About 12 feet for Rocky left.
So the Bears will mark, and then looks like Lawrence squaring this thing up for the Jackets. Transferred in last fall of 2019 as a junior. Has been a regular in the Yellow Jacket rotation. box on 6. So on to the 6th hole here, Aaron. Another par 3 deep pin today. It's usually plays pretty short, but with that deep pin could be a little longer.
Yeah, back here from the gold tees, 165 to the center. That back pin placement's going to push it to about 175 yards. Obviously trouble to the right, but rock ball and water, so pretty simple par 3 here.
Nice draw there from Caleb Trost, curling towards that flattening and opening off on the left side of the green. Similarly, good looking shot off on the right side of the green. So we'll keep it here while the players walk up to the green on the par 3 6th. Watch them putt out from here, and then we'll catch our next group of men coming through. So, up on the green now, Aaron, give me a thought or two about what these guys are talking about, looking at the Yellow Jackets off to the left of the pin and Rocky off to the right.
Yeah, everybody just kind of trying to get a feel for the green. And again, sort of like hole number 5, the green slopes back down towards the tee box. So this is likely going to be breaking right for the Yellow Jackets and left for Rocky. But again, you know what? One of the things that they're going to be talking about is the speed of the greens. That's something that's kind of showed up a lot here already today. So really kind of having that extra firmness in your putt to get it to the hole is going to be important, especially with both teams being pretty far distance here.
Yeah, both teams on the green on this par 3, but certainly would like to be a little bit closer. These aren't really good looking birdie attempts. I think the mindset for both players will be to try and get within that 3-foot circle. And again, this is where, I don't know, do you want to go first, or do you want to follow? I mean, if you're following and the first guy knocks it to a foot or two, you really start feeling the heat there in this match play.
Yeah, it looks like Rocky's going to be going first. I'm a fan of going second on this one here, Evan. I want to see the speed of the green and the break that is going to happen here with this Rocky putt. I think that's going to give the Yellow Jackets a little bit more information on their putt. And he looks like he sinks it.
Well, that's one way to take the pressure right off, is to make it from 25 feet. My goodness. So, I guess that does take the pressure off. Now you can just go for the make here. It doesn't matter if you blast it 10, 12 feet past. You either make it and have the hole, or you miss it and Rocky takes the point. So, if you're Riley Lawrence, you can kind of just try and go for it here, and probably an under 5% make chance for maybe even a professional, let alone the college player. But
yeah, a little perspective. Evan and I are about 200 yards away from the green. That looked to be close, just a little outside the pin. So Rocky will take a birdie on this hole. Yellow Jackets will take their par. But yeah, what a good putt there by the Battling Bears. We saw that drop in, some fist bumps from the players. Good work there for the birdie.
So Rocky takes the hole. We'll hang out here, stall for a minute, and wait for the next group of men to come through. We've got another group just finishing up on the par 5 fifth hole on the green, and they'll be making their way right here to the tee boxes on number 6. Looks like it'll be Kevin Kolb and Blake Finn for the Yellow Jackets, Merlin Lippin and Blake Van Denneker for Rocky coming this way. Spalding Cup, honoring a couple of Billings golf legends. Annual tradition between the Yellow Jackets of MSU Billings and the Battling Bears of Rocky. So this next group, you got Blake Van Deneker and Rocky. They're on the tee box now, and Kevin Kolb, the Yellow Jackets, along with Blake Finn, making their way to the tee box. Well, we saw the previous group, a nice birdie for Rocky here on the par 3. Playing a little long at that deep pin.
Yeah, but we're at 166 yards from the tee box here, and wind at the back of the players. Get in trouble. It's all right on this hole with water. It's a pretty straightforward par 3.
Going on ESPN? Nice. Top 10.
If you dunk it,
Make it then.
if you dunk it.
Good thing I checked. It was the wrong club. That's why it's not ESPN.
A little short, but up on the green for the Bears. And Blake Finn for the Yellow Jackets. Well, similar result in terms of spread. Both shots a little bit shorter than the previous group, but once again, one to the left, one to the right. We'll go up to the green and give you a close look at these couple of birdie putts. Couple of good looking shots. You see that pin is really tucked right to the back of the green. It's a long ways away, but these players taking advantage of a brief break from the wind and hitting a couple of very nice shots. Both gonna have a look at a birdie. Neither an easy putt. They'll both be lengthy, but certainly a couple of chances here.
Yeah, Evan, and last hole we kind of talked about advantage going first or second. Rocky went first last hole and drained the putt for birdie. They're going to go first again here. But still, give the Jackets a little bit of information on this putt.
Little short. Now all of a sudden, Blake Finn's got to tap in this little tester to have this hole. Shot for Rocky here, the par 4 sixth, playing right at 400 yards from the gold tees. It's about to be a little bit off to the right on this one here. Route to go is directly sort of over that tree line, which is sort of the play Rocky took. Kolb's shot a little bit to the left side of the fairway, which is alright too, gives you a good window onto the green.
Yeah, this is one of my favorite holes on the course because you can really just head right through that tree on the right side of your screen. If you get it high enough and over enough, you're going to find yourself with just a easy chip onto the green, maybe even being close to the green. That's kind of where Rocky's going to be looking at. The MSUB more so played straight into the fairway, so they're going to just a wedge shot into the green. A couple ways to play this hole, which makes it a lot of fun.
So we'll catch up with these guys. We'll turn it back around and get another look at the next group coming on to the par 3 fifth. We'll stay with them. ball's on the green, back on par 3. Yellow Jackets looking like they're going to have the favorable putt. This is our final group. We have O'Halloran and Dawson Strobel for MSUB. For the Bears, Tristan Hansen and Leon Doteman. So we'll watch these guys putt out, then stick with them and catch up to the rest of our groups. Here on day 2 of the Mike Grob Cup and Leslie Spalding Cup, Peter Yegen Golf Course in Magic City. We're glad you're with us to watch some live golf coverage in the only home event of the year for the Yellow Jackets. So MSUB trying to take advantage of playing their home event, not something they get to do all that often.
That first putt's going to be coming here from Rocky Evan, and it's going to be one of those that's going to break left.
Just trying to guide it a little more left again, just a little slow, and kind of stayed, not a little left, but it kind of stayed leaking out to the right side of the cup.
Yeah, and that's could be a good read there for the Yellow Jackets. They gonna be looking at a birdie here. It should go just a little right. Saw just a few minutes ago. Jackets almost put it in a pretty similar spot, so just going to keep this for a little bit up the hill and guide it right into the hole.
Oh, just didn't quite have enough legs to go. Right on the edge from Dawson Strobel.
That putt looked good the whole way, Evan. We're about 100 yards away, just kind of waiting for that thing to fall in, and it kind of stuck right on the side of the hole.
It wanted to. It sure wanted to. So now for the Bears, a chance to have the hole with a make. Just lipping out. So the Jackets take it in the end, O'Halloran and Strobel taking the point. We're going to jump up to the green on 9, post up near the clubhouse, and watch these groups make the turn. Stay with us.
Next on the number 1 tee, the Sherman threesome. 8-minute call for the Mackey twosome. We have a 14-minute call for the Crawley threesome.
To the back 9, the women have just teed off. We'll go catch them hopefully in the middle of the fairway. Kinsey Irvin and Tierney Messmer leading the way out for the Jackets. So Aaron, on to the back 9, and we're back to our first women's group here. This is the 10th hole.
Yeah, par 5, 462 yard, hole number 10. Gonna be tough to reach into for both squads here, Yellow Jackets and the Battling Bears. Well over 200 to go, probably about 250 left here for Kinsey Irvin, who looks like has the 3-wood out, maybe a 5.
So Kinsey just gonna try and hit one straight and as far as she can. Oh, and it's a good swing by her, Aaron. They're gonna like that shot, even getting a whoop out of her teammates. Really good contact there from Kinsey. Right down the middle. That's about as good as she can hit that club.
Yeah, great contact. A little bit of wind behind the players here on hole number 10. That's, yeah, repeating what you said there, Evan, but that's about as good as you can hit that 3-wood. And got some smiles and some laughs from the Yellow Jackets as they pass on through the fairway as we await shot number 2 coming here from Rocky.
So not the longest drive for either team. Irvin, though, able to make it up with a monstrous second shot. Now the Battling Bears going to try to do the same thing with their second shot here on the 10th.
Yeah, they found themselves a little left off the fairway here, and kind of that second cut of the deep stuff, and can't really tell from here, but not sure on the lie. Might be hanging out in some kind of wet mud, but not too sure, so that could play a factor here in this second shot.
Looks like she's got an iron out, so just going to try and hit the longest iron you're comfortable with, make good contact, and get back into the fairway to give yourself a chance to get on in 3.
Good
little
contact.
off to the right,
yeah,
but good contact.
But yeah, like you said, Evan, it's gonna find its way over to the right side, off the fairway, and be a tough third shot here for Rocky, but both teams shooting number 3 here with opportunities to put it on the green.
Catch up and take a look at that. Second shot from Kinsey Irvin. This is a good one. So Irvin got all of that one, Aaron. How well did she do?
Yeah, great shot. 160 yards remain. Got a blue flag on the green, so it's in the back. Got a bunker up on the left and right short part of the green, so
Amanda King will look to tuck this one right down the middle. Looks like she's going to go with a hybrid club. Meanwhile, Rocky, similar distance left. They're just about even, but the Bears a little off the right side of the fairway. Here's the third shot from Amanda King. Hit it well, Aaron, right at the pin. And it's a little bit short, but you know, it just sneaks on the front of the green. That's a nice look from 160 out.
yeah, jackets on in 3. They're gonna have a chance there for a birdie look. Rocky fell a little short on their third shot. They're gonna have about 40 yards left to the pin, but yeah, good hole here, good second shot, good third shot by the Yellow Jackets. Opportunity to take this hole. Hole number 10 here at Peter Yegen Golf Course.
lot of green left there, Aaron.
Yeah, and catching you up here as we were getting into position, Rocky, with their fourth shot. Nice chip onto the green. They got about 15 feet left for that par putt, but Jacket's here with shot number 4, so they're looking at birdie. Plenty left on this putt, Evan. Probably looking to get it, like you said, into that 3-foot range for a 2-putt and possibly take the hole.
Yeah, Tierney, Messmer, and Amanda King taking a look at it. Kinsey Irvin going to be the one to take the shot. It's got to be firm. She's got to give it plenty here. Really good try, Kinsey Irvin, that time.
Yeah, that's a great look there, Evan. And Kinsey sure did give it plenty of speed there.
Boy, she hammered it, didn't she?
Yeah, that straight uphill, and it didn't leave it short. So
off the club face.
Yeah, players.
You even thought maybe that was too much, but boy, really well judged.
Yeah, definitely getting a feel for the greens here on the back 9, and Rocky's going to have to hit this putt to have the hole. Just falls a little left of the hole. So Yellow Jackets are going to take hole number 10 here, Evan.
Good work, good teamwork. You know, Kinsey Irvin with that second shot and the putt to win the hole, but a nice third shot from Amanda King there to get up on the green. And really, that's good teamwork by the Yellow Jackets. We'll follow the ladies over to 11, watch them tee off, and then catch our next group walking up the fairway here on 10. This is the number 1 handicap hole on the course. The par 4 11th doesn't look too ominous off the tee box. It's a pretty straight hole, but it's long, and that's a tricky little green.
Yeah, exactly right, Evan. It's a long par 4, and you're safe left and right. But if you're too far either way, you're going to be in trouble. A nice hit there from Kinsey Irvin to start.
Looking tee shot for Rocky as well.
Yeah, number 1 handicap hole on the course, and Evan and I got a chance to take a look at the course here this morning, and sure enough, we both put down 2 fours on this hole, Evan.
Couple of pars.
Yeah. So if you the trick is you keep it in play in the fairway, and nice approach shot. You have a really great chance of getting a good score on this hole.
That and a little bit of luck, at least for us. I don't think
There you go.
I don't think the ladies need as much luck as we do, but a couple of good-looking tee shots for them here as they walk up the fairway. On 11, we'll turn back to hole 10, catch our next group of women coming through. They're walking up as we speak and looking like they'll be making their approach into the green on 10 here momentarily. So you're looking at the other women's group here. Jillian Fry and Sydney Rochford playing for the Yellow Jackets. Walking up towards the green. Well, Aaron, if this is their third shot upcoming, that's going to be pretty good. Hard to say. We're just catching them in progress. This, you would fathom, would either be 3 or maybe 4, but yeah, a good drive and a good second shot. This is right where you'd want to be coming onto the green in regulation.
Yeah, and they'll be just a hair over about 100 yards to the pin. Again, this pin in the back part of the green. Green slopes up, so you want to aim for about the middle part of the green here and have good look left with your putt. So
Sydney Rochford on the ball.
ball went a little left, hit the green once, into the fringe, and then into the left bunker, which is kind of a danger zone on this hole number 10. Not a lot of green to work with coming out of that bunker shot, so that'll be a tough shot upcoming here for MSUB.
Good tester for Jillian Fry, freshman. Meanwhile, Rocky sitting a little bit closer with its next shot, maybe 50, 60 yards from the pin.
Yeah, this shot, Evan, is going to be something where you're going to want to just kind of punch it up there onto the green and let it do its thing. So we'll see if it's more of a little bit of a running wedge shot here, or if this will be more of a lob shot. But looks like they're going to go with the bump and run and then hit the front part of the green. And slow greens again, kind of
Yeah, there you go, the low runner, Aaron, and that ends up really well. Bears. So we're gonna have a good look at this putt, maybe 15, 20 feet left. Jackets, meanwhile, some work to do. Rochford and Fry gonna go walk over to that green side bunker and talk it out, and Well, what's your approach here? You're in this bunker. You were mentioning not much green to work with. It looks like a big stiff lip on the front side of that bunker. You really got to get this thing up in the air and try to land it as softly as you can.
Well, I was going to say, Evan, this is really all about the lie of the ball. If it's right behind that lip, it's going to be tough. You might even think about pulling out the putter. But the sand wedge is what's going to be used here.
Oh, nice out from Julian Fry to hit the ball on the green. So, once again, joining this group a moment later, so not certain if they were sitting even after their, or before their approach shots, I should say, but if that were the case, then Rocky certainly would have the advantage here. Sydney Rochford to play first.
Plenty to go uphill here, Evan. It's going to go a little right for Sydney.
Stay with them onto the tee box on number 11 coming up. Saw a couple good drives on this hole from the last group. One handicap. Wind now coming directly at these players.
Yeah, that's about the right shot here. You have a number 11 wind in your face, and it'll try and kind of cut through that wind, get some roll out of this. Good shot there by Rocky.
Yeah, just up the left side fairway. Now Julian Fry. Nice save there on the previous hole. Putt. That'll work too, Aaron, right down the middle. Not all that long, but in play for the Yellow Jackets.
Yeah, not a bad shot, Evan. You know, again, just kind of hitting that blow, cut through the wind and get some roll. But that's what makes this a hard hole. You don't get a lot of distance out of your first shot. You still have a lot to go on this par 4, which, again, number 1 handicap on the course, hole number 11.
We'll follow the ladies up into the fairway, finish out this hole, and catch the men's groups coming through. Back 9 here at Peter Yegen. It's the Mike Grob Cup and the Leslie Spalding Cup live. action.
Good hit there by Sydney, about 200 yards. Out, just a little left of the pin, but some little congratulations, high five from the teammates. So.
Jalen Wagner loved that shot.
Yeah,
So he
it's,
went with the 3-wood look like there. And
Yeah, it's going to be up just by the left part of the green there. Evan, good second shot there by Sydney.
yeah, really hit it clean, and that ball not quite in the fairway, so you never know what kind of lie you're going to get, but really pure strike from Sydney Rochford. And well, that's what this team scramble style golf is all about. You know, you hit a shorter drive than maybe you'd like. Well, you rely on your teammate to hit a real good second shot, and that's what Rochford did right there. Bears. It's going to be a hybrid strike as well. Be a little off to the right. Sounded like good contact. So Rocky chips on. And now Jillian Fry squaring up this putt with her teammates, Avery Gill and Jalen Wagner. Also along for the ride today, playing the role of caddy. It's Rochford and Fry going back and forth. Alternate shot match play here, day 2 of the Leslie Spalding Cup. Rocky gonna putt first. Well judged speed there. So the Bears will tap that in for bogey. And now for Jillian Fry. You really want to try and make this birdie for pride's sake, but Jackets win the hole with 2 putts.
Yeah, it's a good spot. I mean, this is looking to be straight up the green. Might just be a touch to the left, right at the end of the hole, but if you hit it firm enough, it should be straight in.
Well, Fry made a good clutch putt on the 10th green. Now here on 11 for birdie. A bit short, and Rochford gonna finish it off. Well, Sydney Rochford getting it done, and the Jackets win the hole. Second shot from the senior. Set up that par for MSU. I'm gonna continue on to 12. We'll give you a distance look at their next tee shot as we await the arrival of the men here on the 11th green. Well, Aaron, already one ball in the fairway for the men. Looks like it's about 100 yards away from us. So the ladies are going to head back the other direction on 12. That one, a fairly straight hole, a little bit of trouble way off to the right if you're wild out of the box, but really a fairway these ladies would like to hit.
Yeah, 360-yard par 4 with a really good sized green there at the end of the hole, but you're right, you just want to stay center or left is safe. Yeah, right, you're a little bit of trouble, but shouldn't be too much of a problem for these two teams.
Rochford teeing it off for MSUB. Looks like a couple of good tee shots on 12 for the Jacket women. So they'll make their way forward. Meanwhile, that lead men's group now coming up the fairway on 11. So it's Rocky in the fairway, the Yellow Jacket men. Meanwhile, just you can see them tucked behind that tree. Might be in a little bit of trouble. That could be a tricky shot, maybe punching out right towards us. It's Garrett Wooden, I think, on the ball.
Yeah, Garrett about to make a swing. Hits it, and it does go over the tree. It's going to be a short shot. I think it might have even clipped that little pine tree. But Jackets will have a little chip on here for their third shot. But Rocky right in the position, having about 110 yards away.
Yeah, position A1 really right where you want to be. Middle of the fairway on this #1 handicap hole. Bit short for the Bears.
It's right on the left side of the green, right on the fringe. Should be a manageable putt, not too far away.
So we'll give you an up close look at where the balls lie after those second shots. This one on the right side of your screen, the Yellow Jackets second shot off the club of Garrett Wooden. Off to the right of the fairway. Rocky, meanwhile, just sneaking on to that front fringe, that pin location at the front left part of this green. So, both teams in sitting two will have a fairly similar look at their next shot. O'Neill for the Yellow Jackets. that one to you.
Pretty simple putt here, Evan, I think. Straight up the green. Again, gotta hit it.
So the Bears can win this hole, making this putt. It's a little short, but so another hole halved. We'll head over to 12 and watch these guys tee up. For good measure, Garrett wants to make that one. Be a pretty fun game if you do that every time. Garrett just mashing that drive.
Yeah, great left start.
Great looking 3-wood. Tee box for Rocky as well. So a couple good balls in play here on 12. really good drives by the guys. Inside of 100.
98 yards to the pin here, Evan. It's going to be in the center part of this large green here on hole number 12, but yeah, both players there hitting just massive shots off the tee to be under 100 on this. Hole number 12 is very impressive, right in the middle of the fairway. So 2 great shots and 2 really good looks at putting it close here on this very manageable par 4.
White pin right in the middle of the green. And like Aaron said, just about 98 yards left. Where the guys making their way up to their balls now. Yellow Jackets, they'll have the shorter 2 birdie tries here coming up. next men's group in the fairway now.
Up, mate.
So the next group coming into 12 there, you can see that one close from Rocky. Yellow Jackets at the back of the green. This is Caleb Trost and Riley Lawrence for MSUB. Will be next up.
Yeah, very makeable birdie putt coming up for Rocky. Jacket's gonna have a little link putt here, about 30 feet to go. And it's gonna go downhill and gonna go a little to the right.
We're glad you're with us today for day 2 of the Mike Grob Cup, the Leslie Spalding Cup. We'll be wrapping up our live coverage shortly. Make sure you check msubsports.com. We'll have the final results of the 3-day event posted tomorrow. Teams will be at Lake Hills, teeing off at 10:30 a.m. to finish up match play. Aaron Like and Evan O'Kelly with you today to bring you some mid-afternoon coverage live from Peter Yegen Golf Club. So Lawrence really taking some time measuring this putt, knows it's important. The Bears are a really good chance, not only for a 2 putt, but really for a birdie try. That really makes this an important putt from Lawrence. Definitely want to try and get it close. Good effort there from Lawrence. He'll pick it up. So he does his job. Gave it a go. Oh, but now for the Bears, still a chance to win the hole if they can sink this one. What do you think they got left there, Aaron?
Yeah, really manageable putt here. Evan, maybe 12, 15 feet left. Right back up the green.
Just a little short and they'll have the hole. You did an interview? You did an interview? You want to go on camera? Sure. Well, we've got our head golf coach, Jeff Allen, here. We'll grab him live. Coach, last couple minutes of our live broadcast today, but just couldn't ask for a better day here at the golf course. Talk about having your home event.
This is great. Grob Spalding Cup. It's a fun event. Go match play, aside from the traditional stroke play. So, yeah, glad we got good weather today out here, and looks like tomorrow will be okay too. And seems like the matches are kind of trending in our favor on the Grob Cup side, and looks like it's going to be a tight battle for the Spalding Cup.
Yeah, talk about this, taking a little break from tournament action where you have this, it's still competitive, you're still trying to win, but eases the pressure a little bit from playing a 18-hole round.
Yeah, and it's match play. It's totally different. It's you can win a hole with a triple bogey and it only counts as one hole. Or lose a hole, vice versa. So it's cool. It's kind of the foundation of how the game started. So it's just neat because it takes a different mindset and a different kind of a different formula, especially in the team side of it.
And these rounds won't count in the statistics, but you could see in your players that last putt from Riley Lawrence there, they're really treating this just like any other normal event, really taking the time to measure up their strokes and treating it like a really true round.
Well, it's a rivalry. So we, crosstown rivalry, and it's big for us. It's great for our confidence. It's in golf, it just takes one swing to get your confidence back. So, or to build on it. So, they take it very serious, and we certainly want that hometown bragging rights.
One more day to finish up, as you mentioned, Lake Hills tomorrow morning. Talk about what you'd like to see to finish out today and into tomorrow.
Kind of the theme for us is just to keep grinding and be relentless, whether you're up or down. Just keep it going. And tomorrow on our home turf, feel very good about it. Those guys are very familiar, guys and gals are very familiar with Lake Hills. We've played it a lot. And yeah, you're never too far ahead and you're never too far down in match play. So, just grind it out until there's no more holes left to play. That's all we're going to do, and we'll tally the score up at the end.
All right, there you go. Yellow Jacket head coach Jeff Allen. Thanks, Coach.
Yeah, thank you.
Our live coverage continuing. Waiting on the next group to come through. We've got a couple more minutes, it looks like. We'll see if we can get one more group coming up here on hole 12.
They were 4 down when they went to the park. Mackenzie was, they were still, well, they went down 9 and then they won 10. So they're even. They should be, they're on the other side of the road, but they should be close to
Score first 10.
First group? They're on